Hey guys, Dave here from Rules of Engraving here to talk to you about a couple of our choices for home defense gun. Now, each one of these guns has many benefits, many detractors. There's a lot to go into what is going to be your home defense gun. How do we best choose that? Well, let's start off with budget, right? Let's look into how much are you willing to spend total for the firearm. Said and done, do you want to add optics? Do you want to add flashlights? Different attachments that are going to make this more advantageous for you to use. Also, the caliber that you're shooting, how costly is that to train with? Because we're only as good as the training that we've mastered, not just buying the equipment. So going into these from left to right, we're going to start with the Glock 17. This is our choice to start with. If you only had one firearm, I would recommend getting a handgun. The handgun's advantageous in very many situations, applicable in many situations. With the shotgun, with the rifle, you're not really walking around town with that. If you only have one firearm, the handgun's a good way to go. It has a accessory reel here for light attachments. This is a bore sight Glock 17. It does have a RMR cut into the slide to add optics as well as backup iron sights. And the cost of this firearm is going to be on the lower side compared to something with a suppressor on it, short-barreled rifles, all the great stuff we'll get into. Now, this gun comes with 17 round magazines, but that doesn't mean you have to stop there. The whole idea here is modularity, accessorizing, and building an advantageous self-defense tool for your home. Next up, we have the Mossberg 590 Shockwave. It is a pump action shotgun. Your capacity for a shotgun is going to be a little more limited. The Glock 17 comes with 17 rounds. These generally start off anywhere between 4 to 5, depending on your particular setup. What you augment on the magazine tube, everything as such. This one does come with a Crimson Trace laser. Because of the bird's head grip, this is going to be pretty hard to put behind your face to aim. So tucked in down low, tight against your body with a laser is another way that you can aim this firearm. Cost of ammunition is relatively low overall between rifle, shotgun, and pistol. Benefits of this firearm is incredibly reliable. There's really not that much going on as far as the firing, loading, and unloading sequence, so there's not that much to go wrong. Low chance of malfunctions. And here we have the Q Honey Badger. Now, this is in 300 Blackout. If you're not familiar with that caliber, it's maximized round short barrel and is incredibly quiet when shooting subsonic ammunition through a Q Trash Panda suppressor. Of course, we stock all these at Rules of Engravement. Come check us out if you're unsure about any of these items or you want to talk more in depth about them. The rifle platform, now this is a short barrel rifle, right? It does have a stock and a barrel less than 16 inches. So purchasing this item, you will need to as well purchase a tack stamp. Benefits of this shorter platform instead of a longer barrel and then adding a suppressor makes it more maneuverable, controllable, and compact for different storage purposes, as well as any type of home defense. Chances are it's not going to be a long shot. I need maneuverability and control this firearm. Capacity starts at 30 rounds with this gun. Not a bad place to start. They also have 40 round magazines, 50 round, 60 round drums, as well as magazine couplers for 230 rounders. Many options with this gun. This is, if budget's not an issue and you want the absolute best to protect you and your family, this would be the choice. Plenty of rail space for optics, as well as night vision devices, lasers, flashlights, and vertical grips, hand grips, whatever you need to shoot better. Now, the suppressor itself is not only there to manage the sound. A lot of people see it in movies and it's Hollywood quiet. This is also to reduce the signature or the flash of the firearm, giving away your position. I understand probably most self-defense situations aren't 8-hour battles, but let's plan for the worst and hope for the best, shall we? So as we said in the beginning of the video, one of the most important things to decide is which is the right firearm for you. If you're only buying one firearm, this is your first firearm, we'd recommend getting a handgun and getting proper training with it. Now, the light rail we talked about, the optic, what does all that look like when it's done and said? This would be my concealed carry. It's a Staccato C2, 2011. It does have 16 round magazines plus one in the chamber, and depending on your holster setup, you can carry a spare magazine. If you are sitting here worried about the cost, Staccato is probably not the gun for you. There's nothing wrong with a Glock, with a SIG 320, with an FN 509. There's so many great choices out there. It's a great time to be alive. But if you want the absolute best for you and your family, when it has to work, you probably want a Staccato. Why do we use red dots on pistols? Because that's the way humans aim. You've never looked at a baseball to throw it, you look at where you're throwing. That's the way we're supposed to aim. The flashlight. Why do I have a flashlight on an everyday carry gun? Maybe because half of all time is nighttime, and also a good control matter for putting eyes on a suspect, and even if it's not too dark, is lighting up, taking away their vision. Maybe you don't have to shoot, but options are never a bad thing. This is the Streamlight TLR7A with the momentary and constant on light function. All these items you can find here at Rules of Engravement. Stop by and check us out. So guys, to encapsulate everything we went over, handgun if you're only buying one gun, shotgun if you are still budget minded but strictly looking for home defense. The rifle is an all-around application that's just fun, sporting, hunting, and of course the most important, home and self-defense, protecting you and your family. Now, we need to go through each one of these options. Maybe they're all right for you for the given situation. Depending on your budget, depending on your intent, and depending on your level of training, these are gonna benefit you in every way possible, given the right choice. And one more choice that we have to show you down here is a SIG P320 Legion. This guy does have an optic cut. It does have tritium night sights. The built-in threaded barrel comes from the factory. That's nice to know that it's going to work. You don't have to worry about ordering aftermarket parts and worry about intercompatibility. One of the also benefits, just because a lot of people put a compensator on this to add for performance, they don't have to strictly go for performance. This is also for discretionary shooting. The suppressor is a Q Erector 9. It is incredibly lightweight, exceedingly modular, very adaptable to your needs. We'll be going further into this setup in another video. So guys, to go over everything once more, the handgun, shotgun, handgun suppressor, rifle suppressor, all these setups, it's imperative that you go about attaining these items in the most legal way possible. Doing fingerprints for the short-barreled rifle, for a suppressor, for the can, making sure you're getting quality firearms brand new is something you can do here at Rules of Engravement. We're a one-stop shop. We have a silencer shop kiosk. We're a preferred dealer. We're a Daniel Defense elite dealer. We're gonna walk you through the whole process. Now, there's no special license buying one of these items. It is just called a purchasing a tax stamp, okay? We'll walk you through the whole process, explain the filing, different benefits of your options there, and take care of the whole process in-house. Anything you need, shotguns, rifles, suppressors, any freedom blasters that you want, come check us out at Rules of Engravement.